Well, guys, the Buffalo Bills schedule has been officially released, so we're going to take you guys through it. We're pretty excited to go through and kind of give you guys our picks, our thoughts on the schedule, and we're going to start doing this on a regular basis. We will go through and give you guys our full picks for the Buffalo Bills schedule going up and down, and we plan on doing a 32-part series where we go through and do this for every single team in the NFL. Along with, as we get into the season, we're going to have regular weekly picks for you as well, and we'll kind of continue this trend on until we inevitably have the Bills reach the playoffs, which we're pretty confident is going to happen looking at the schedule. So thank you guys for joining us. I'm Mike with 716 Sports Entertainment, joined by Mr. T. Reese, Mr. Sean O'Neill, and our special guest, Mr. Pulley B. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. As always, smash that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate it. And guys, let's kick it off. So it looks like week one, Sunday Night Football, just going right back to that divisional rival there from last year's playoffs with the Baltimore Ravens in Buffalo at home, Sunday Night Football, September 7th. And it looks like that's the week they do two. Is that the week they do two night games
Yeah.
for Sunday Night Football? Because it looks like it's early. It looks like it's at
Is
like
it Sunday
7.
night or is it Monday? I thought it was Monday night. They do like
Maybe it's Monday. Just
Yeah,
maybe
Monday they usually do the doubleheader.
Yeah. So Sunday, Baltimore. How do we feel about that Sunday Night Football?
Bring it.
Yeah, I mean, nothing like starting a season off with a bang. I mean, as just even a casual football fan, one's got to be excited about this matchup. It's probably one of the more exciting matchups of week one, for sure, other than, the casual fan of me wanting to see the Eagles spank the Cowboys around, or anybody spank the Cowboys around. That's a nice little appetizer to this main course. Yeah. What? And it's a home game too.
Woo. That's exciting. That's real exciting.
Baltimore does not play well in Buffalo.
What better way to start the season than your reigning MVP taking on the man everybody was saying was better than him?
I think that was the whole point.
I know. It's the perfect newsworthy. Brings your casual fans in, brings your NFL diehards in, across the board, brings them all in. You guys accuse me of being Mr. Negative here, but that game does kind of worry me.
Well, that game is going to be, I'm going to tell you this, it's probably going to break Sunday Night Football records. You're going to have everyone watching that game Sunday night. Can you imagine that? I'm to be honest with you, we are the best matchup of the weekend.
Oh, hands down. I mean, there's no other game that even comes close.
Nope. Not for an opener. Not for an opener. Rarely do you ever see an opener like this. Previous playoff teams. They usually never open up unless it's a divisional team. They never really ever open up against, one of the top 4 seeds of last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's two.
Go ahead.
Two good, high-powered teams facing off right off the bat, and it's not like you're going to have a lot of the times you see like the Bills versus the Jets to open the season, or like them facing some scrub team to start the year. So it's nice to see them facing a strong team right out the gate.
And it looks like the Chiefs are getting the Chargers in Brazil on that Friday. So I mean, we won't even. I mean, that's a great game, but that's going to be its own little standalone thing there as well.
Can I say this?
Yeah,
I'd be pissed off if I was Chiefs fans.
Why?
You're taking away a divisional game to send somewhere else, and they're going to be both teams are going to be probably fighting for 1 and 2.
I wonder who it counts as the home game for.
I don't know.
Which game is this?
The Chiefs Chargers game week 1.
Oh, that's the Chargers is the home.
Oh, okay.
On that one.
I thought they agreed not to put divisional games overseas. Now they're going against it.
Maybe because it's the opener.
It doesn't matter.
No, but maybe that's why they're breaking it.
Well,
I think that was more of an unwritten rule than anything, because if you remember when the Bills were doing their series in Toronto, there were a couple division games in there. And even though we kind of thought that they were going to put, less appetizing games up north, we ended up getting the Jets up there a couple times.
Yeah, but I wouldn't count that as going all the way over to somewhere like Ireland.
You know,
And don't forget,
I was listening to somebody making a point the other day when this was either announced or heavily rumored. Somebody said that, if I'm the Chargers, I'm okay with shipping this game away because it's an important game and Kansas City religiously fills SoFi Stadium up with
Yeah.
their fans. So if I'm San Diego, I'm okay with shipping this one off, making this a neutral site game or a neutral site game, even though it'll probably have more Chief fans than Charger fans, even in Dublin. Or is it Dublin or is it Brazil?
No, it's Brazil.
No.
Even in Brazil, it'll probably still be more Chief fans than anything, but the chances of it being more of a neutral crowd are better out there than there at SoFi.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, typically those West Coast teams really don't, minus Seattle, they don't really do very well with their home games. So I agree with you. Um, so let's go through the entire schedule and then we'll come back to the beginning and we'll do picks. So next we've got week 2 at New York Jets.
I'm fine with 2 early games and within our division.
It's a 1
This is
o'clock
at the Jets.
1 o'clock game. Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm fine with it. I'd love to play all our divisional teams early every season, just because I know we're all set and they're still trying to figure it out. I think we're going to smack the Jets. The Jets, I mean, they might as well not even show up. They're going to get smacked in that game.
Yeah,
I think no quarterback. They got nothing there right now. I don't know what their plan is this year. Is Aaron Rodgers going to show up like the day before the game?
I still don't know if he's going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler or not yet. I still think that's where he's going to end up.
Everybody's favorite Kansas City guy is acting like he's going to be playing for Pittsburgh. So I was watching Nick Wright's predictions.
Hate that guy.
Yeah, I think we all agree with that.
Hate that guy. So Paulie can attest to how much I hate that guy.
Yeah.
I think
I'm all for a little heel, in the media world. At least if he's just a heel for us, it's all nice and good to hate somebody.
I mean, but do people understand that we made him famous? Bills fans made him famous.
Yeah.
If they don't, they're done.
Exactly. So we just keep giving him more and more stuff, and we just fall into the trap every time. Everyone clicks on his page and say all kind of stuff to him, and he gets what he wants out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
We all know he's an idiot.
Yeah, no, you're not. Actually, to be completely honest with you, he's actually not like a completely terrible human being. I know we're going like way off track here, but like he's a professional poker player and
him play too.
He's actually like a pretty cool guy. Like outside of his like asinine sports takes, he's actually a pretty decent human being.
I won't let
that is the one.
I will not allow you to speak this blasphemy.
that is the one way to gain clout in Mike's eyes is
exactly.
be a good poker player.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, we can relate.
So then we have a short week where we go Thursday night football at home versus the Miami Dolphins.
I love this only because it's a night game. Is it in Miami?
No, here.
Oh, well, yeah, that means the late game's in Miami, so that's fine.
Yep, I'm okay with it for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it's perfect.
I'm okay that this one's not in Miami on a Sunday afternoon.
There you
exactly.
I'm happy that it's not in Miami on that Thursday.
Yeah.
No travel. We'll be home. We ain't got to worry about nothing.
I don't know. If it were in Miami at night, I don't think it's as big of an issue. But
I'm talking in terms of a short week.
Oh, yeah. Valid point.
Yeah.
Just looking at this, though, like in the first 5 weeks of the season, we have 4 home games.
Yes, we do.
That's wild. Because then the week after that, it's the Saints at home. 1 o'clock at home versus the Saints. I mean, I almost just want to skip over that one because I feel like they're just going to smack the Saints. I think the Saints are going to be terrible this year. I saw that their betting odds are like 6.5 wins. It's like one of the lowest in the whole league.
And I would probably put them at 6 wins.
Yeah.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but this could be actually a revenge game. I think the last time the Saints were in town, was that ridiculous blowout against us. I think it was McDermott's first year. They blew us out. That was a streaker. There was a streaker in that game.
Breeze was there.
Who?
When would that have been?
Breeze.
2000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a streaker towards the end of the game. I know I left that game early because it was like 45-0 or something like that.
Oh, they beat us that bad?
It was a shellacking.
But why would it be a revenge? It would be a revenge game for us?
Well, just for me. Just for me. Yeah. Personal.
Who even is the Saints quarterback?
They don't know. Ricard just retired.
They're going to be that
shoulder
going to be that guy that they drafted a guy. They got Shane Rattler. They got
yeah, your boy Derek Carr was like, nope, I'm not doing this. I'm done. Give me, where's the paper? I'm retiring.
Well, they said he needed surgery.
Yeah, his shoulder.
What they're saying.
Was going to put him out for the year?
Yeah. He's going to need surgery. I guess he came up lame and at a mini camp he was throwing around and he said it felt not right and he wanted to get it checked out and they said you need surgery, bud. You're out for the season.
He should have hit him with Devontae Davis and retired mid-game.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's a smart move on this part if that's the case because, I mean, chances were you would have to fight for the starting job. And even if you were out for the season, that means you're done. You were done anyway. They were just going to cut you. You might as well take the retirement now and get it over with.
Right. I mean, I know it's a for real thing. I mean, the Saints actually did like a media package like the next day, and his first day as a retired player.
Oh, I think
it wasn't the NFL.
Yeah, I'm seeing this here, Paulie. It was November 12th, 2017, 47-10. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a problem.
No, it was a miserable game, and then I know I had left already before the streaker came out.
Yeah, we got him back though in 2021. We beat him 31-6.
Wasn't that the
in New Orleans?
Wasn't that Thanksgiving game?
Yeah, 11-25. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep, we blew them out on national TV.
That was fun.
Yeah, we did.
Week 5 home Sunday Night Football Patriots.
Could be a good game.
What is the actual date of this game?
October 5.
Ugh. And it's a home game.
What's wrong with that?
My wedding anniversary.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, what better place to celebrate it than at a Bills win?
You better celebrate it on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to break the news in a couple minutes.
Yes, you are, sir. Yes, you are. Matter of fact, we can bring her on right now. You can break the news for all the world to see.
Nope. Well, when we got married, we went to our honeymoon like 3 days after we got married. We got married on a Friday, and the Sunday or Monday, it was a night game. It was like the first night game the Bills had hosted in forever. It was against the Cowboys. I think we lost by a field goal. It was in 2007. No. Yeah, 2007. But yeah, I was in Disney World watching that game.
Nice. Very nice. So then we go to...
I like this game. I like it. Again, Patriots early in the season. I mean, it's week 5. They're still trying to figure things out by then. Let's go, because usually teams don't really figure anything out until halfway point of the season.
Yeah, I like the fact that we got like all the division games, like the first half of division schedule out the way by week 5. This hasn't happened in a long time because as you remember the last couple of years, we hadn't even played the Patriots until halfway through the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we passed beyond the halfway point.
Yeah, they've also changed the fact of they've been having all of us play divisional games at the end of the season. They're not even doing that this year.
Well, we've got 2 late, but we'll get into that in a minute. Week 6, Monday Night Football, Atlanta, in Atlanta.
Well, I don't know why the NFL did this to Atlanta.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a great Monday Night Football game.
I just don't understand I don't understand the thinking here. Maybe because we got too many home night games. I don't know, but why are you doing this to them?
Josh Allen in a dome. Watch out.
Don't sleep on Atlanta.
Don't sleep on Josh Allen in
You're
a
telling
dome.
me Josh Allen in a dome?
I'm not saying that we're not going to win. I'm just saying don't like a lot could happen on a Monday night game during a Monday night game. We all know this.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
you
You
know,
know, and
you
Miami
got a
and
point.
Atlanta, while I love to pick on Atlanta for not even being in the league or not seeming like they're even in the league, um, they're not going to be horrible this
Well, there's always a rule that I follow when it comes to sports betting, and I have a feeling like looking at the schedule, the Bills are going to probably be maybe like 4-1 at this point,
Spoiler.
and yeah, maybe even 5-0 at this point, and the Bills will probably be a heavy favorite in this game, like a heavy betting favorite in this game. But my point is, I never, ever, ever bet against a home underdog in a primetime game. Ever. Like, you are asking for trouble there because I'll bet you dollars to donuts the Bills are going to be like a 8 or 9 point favorite in this game.
probably
And
double digit.
yeah, and Atlanta's at home and it's a primetime game. Watch out. Those are trap games. Those are trap games all the time for bettors.
And
But
we're about to go into the bye, right?
And then yeah,
yeah,
week the
early
next
bye.
week is the next week is the bye.
we no, we got no. Oh yeah, you're right. The bye is that week, but that's dude. It's the Atlanta Falcons. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not going to win, but I like Atlanta to cover there a
Hey,
lot.
There's some chips stacking up there. There is some chips stacking up there
you
that
can't forget
that that
that.
that lead up to that kind of sometimes can equal a Billsy type
Listen,
Billsy type
I'm
Billsy event.
done being that fan, man. I'm gonna be like Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Right.
We can beat
Right.
everybody. That's
Right.
it.
I'll
Just
believe that.
like that.
I'll believe that
17
when
and
I
0,
see
baby.
it. I'll believe
Mhm.
that when I see that. That never happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So we
check
go
in
into
with you. I'm gonna check in with you after the first punt of the season. Oh, these guys suck.
I hate this
Fire
team. Fire
everybody.
McDermott. Fire everybody. Dude, it's always going to come from Reese over here too. Dude, I don't even know why this guy's on the team. He just can't make any tackles.
No, it's
What
no different than
what is
Mike.
this?
Mike won't even say nothing for 2 minutes, and you'll see a big text: "Fire McDermott! Fire
Yep.
everybody!"
Yep. Yep. I'll be sitting there in my seats. The Wi-Fi will finally check in, and I'll get a whole bunch of messages in all caps from Mike.
Every
Why would
year.
you ever want? Why would you ever want to
Every
fire
year,
Sean
no,
McDermott?
probably every home game.
I mean, who would want to fire Sean McDermott? The guy's the greatest coach ever.
Yeah, listen, I literally wait for the grenade to go off for Mike to set off the chat with the "Fire McDermott."
Fire everybody.
Fire everybody.
And I just look at my phone and I
Never
look around. I'm
going
like, I just
anywhere.
have to roll my eyes. People are wondering, why are you rolling your eyes? I'm like, this, Mike.
Oh,
They all know
okay.
you by now.
Yeah, right. All right, week 8 is a perfect game off the bye. Bet your house on the Bills to win this one. The Bills at Carolina, week 8,
Oh,
Sunday
oh,
Yeah,
one.
this
Sunday.
really?
one, I have there's no question about this.
Sean McDermott off a bye. I mean, he's practically undefeated off of a bye, going up against
Mhm.
one of the worst teams in the league.
And
The
his
Bills.
former team.
Yeah, the Bills are gonna
Yeah.
kill him.
R.I.P. Carolina.
Yeah.
I mean, like, am I hearing this right? You literally going to give Atlanta more of a chance than Carolina?
Yeah,
On a Monday night with the Bills going off to a bye with being a road game, it was like I said, the chips. I just saying don't write that one off. I'm not saying it's a Bills loss. I'm just saying
No,
that
I'm
that
not
has
saying it's
all
a
the
Bills loss either.
ingredients. It has all the ingredients for one of them Bills Jacksonville Jaguar 9-6 games that we just lose on an interception at the last second.
Yeah, all I'm saying is the Bills are going to cover, or the Atlanta Falcons are going to cover. They're not going to win. They're going to cover in that game.
John, you
1,000%.
keep quiet,
The
man.
ingredients are there, Reese. Try to deny it.
We do this every year.
All right. Well, week
Why don't we
9.
revert the way we think about this team now?
Well, he's got a lot of time to convince us all of that. Week 9 is the big one. Kansas City 4:25 at home.
We get them here again?
November 2nd.
Crazy
In
that
Buffalo.
it's not a primetime game. I think that's crazy.
I mean,
I honestly think that CBS heavily influences where that game sits.
I'm pretty sure.
They say they're not allowed to request games before the schedule starts, but come on now. You knew that. You know that.
They probably paid extra few zeros for that one.
Nance and Romo will be on the call, 1,000%.
Yep.
Yep.
I think that'll be the first 4:25 CBS game that we've had this season.
That'll be correct.
Yeah,
the first of many.
Yep.
Yeah, there'll be a few coming up in the later weeks.
So I mean, they love coming here. They love coming here for that game. They love going there for that game. Nance and Romo just love that game. CBS loves that game. I wouldn't be surprised if you wouldn't see if you didn't see the pregame show out here again that day.
That'd be cool.
I'm pretty sure.
Something like that. I'd bet on it.
You know, it's gonna be. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a party in Buffalo that night.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this city's gonna be. I mean, when that game starts, it's gonna be silence in this city. I can't wait.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Send it.
Week 10, 1:00 at Miami.
And that is in November.
Second Miami game, November 9th.
Perfect. It's like
perfect.
Like the low 80s, upper 70s down in Florida around that time.
Probably some rain. Some rain.
Yep. I'm fine with that. As long as it wasn't earlier in the year, I'm good.
Is week 10 still October?
November.
Yes. No, it's November.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with where it falls for this one.
Yep, it's right after fall season. It cools down tremendously down there.
Week 11, 1:00 at home versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, November the 16th. Also my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Mike, I guess.
Thanks.
Is that what we're supposed to say there?
This is only the second 1 p.m. home game after the first one being the Saints.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm gonna be honest. I think that's going to be a tough game.
And actually, I think it might be the last, because the only other potential 1:00 home game might be the very last one, which is TBD for the time right now.
Wait, what are we asking?
1:00 home games. This is the we only have two 1:00 home games all season. All the other 1:00 games are on the road.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, obviously, our opponents worked out. I mean, we don't have too many playoff teams on our road trips, so
yeah,
I guess it would have to work out that way.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say right now, the Bucs games will be tough.
Yeah, I think so too. This spot here from like week 11 to like week 14 seems like it might be the hard. Well, actually, maybe like week 9 if you want to start with the Chiefs game. To like week 14 seems like the hard part of our schedule. But there's some easy ones kind of like sprinkled in there as well. Next, we go week 12, our second Thursday night football game of the season at Houston in a dome. 11:20. What does that say? 11:28. Yeah. Because we skipped the week. That's right. So that would be, when is Thanksgiving this year?
On a Thursday.
Is this the Thanksgiving?
26. I think it's the 26th.
On a Thursday. Get out of here.
Is it?
I don't like this game. It must be the week before. It's got to be the week before Thanksgiving, because
it can't be.
This is definitely not a Thanksgiving game.
But
no, we don't have a
Thanksgiving. No, I think you're right. Because the following week game is on the 30th. Yeah, I think that's the 30th. Thanksgiving I think falls on the 27th. I think 26th, 27th.
Okay, so it must be the week
Yeah,
after. That makes sense.
because it would be the 27th for Thanksgiving, the 28th for Black Friday, 29th for Saturday, 30th for Sunday.
Oh,
There you
you know,
go.
it's just this picture is like really blurry. It's the 20th, not the 28th. So they're
Yeah.
27. So Thanksgiving's the 27th. So yeah, that makes sense. We have a 4 days in between our games there. Okay. Week 13, 425 at Pittsburgh.
I might go to that game.
I had a few people at work saying they want to go to that game.
That'd be fun.
I may go
Nope.
with the Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
November 30th, late.
Hold their hand.
Yeah.
Well, depending on who their quarterback is, it might be needed.
I'll hold the towel for them so they can cry in it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think it's been a long time since we played Steelers that late in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually get them right out. We usually get them right out the gate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Usually within the
I
first
think
4 weeks.
the last time we played them late in the season, there was a Sunday night game that got flexed. It was in it was in Pittsburgh. The quarterback on Pittsburgh was Duck.
Oh,
That Duck guy.
yeah. Duck Hodges, was that it?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, what a throwback, Paul.
Josh came out in that game too.
What a throwback,
Like,
Paul. Look at
older
this guy
injury.
remembering Duck.
What?
Was he
That
pulled
sounds
or was
impressed.
he
You
injured?
remember Duck.
They had a ton of injuries. I think that might have been Ben's last season or the first season post Ben. Or maybe somebody was injured. Like there were like 3 quarterbacks that were injured for Pittsburgh that year, and this was like their 4th stringer or something like that.
Yeah, I know because Sean has a Duck Hodges jersey.
Yeah, he does.
What?
That sounds like something Sean would have.
Most definitely not.
Kind of like Vince's Brady jersey.
Yeah.
I have a Jets jersey. I don't have a New England jersey.
Week 14, 425 at home, Bengals.
See, that one
I was
concerns me because the Bengals get their groove going late in the season.
That could be a tough
Yeah,
one.
I kind of wanted this one to be the home game at first because I didn't think they would really put the Bills Ravens as a home opener.
Yep.
I was hoping this was the home opener, only because I'd like to get this game out of the way, win or lose.
Yep.
I want to get it out of the way early.
Yep. Wasn't this what didn't we play them? This was like around the time we played them last time that year. Hamlin went down.
Yeah, it was right towards the end.
That was like 3 weeks left in the season.
That's what I'm saying. It's fairly close because there's only 4 games left after that.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Oh, maybe they're planning.
It was a Monday night game.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe they're planning.
No. Wait a second. No, that
It was
game.
the second last game of the season.
That was the second last game of the season. It was January 2nd because it was my son's birthday.
It was a Monday night though because I was watching it at work.
Yeah, it was a Monday night. It was January 2nd. The week after we played the Patriots at home, and that's when what's his face, the guy we got from Indy Hines, ran the opening kickoff for a touchdown. And the week after,
Yeah.
the very first play the Bills had after that play was that touchdown play.
Yeah. I remember that. Week 15 at New England, 1 o'clock.
I mean,
I really have no opinion.
It's just a late season division game.
Well, I mean, I think we'll know who the Patriots are absolutely by then.
Oh, yeah.
We usually don't play. I mean, the last few seasons, they've been having us playing like the last game or the second to last game. So I don't even know where to even put this right now because I'm not used to playing them this early, in the late part of the season this early. So I mean, I don't have any opinion. I think it's just we'll just get an eye and see how they're going to be. I mean, I don't know what that game's going to be.
Yeah, kind of with you. I'm not really sure like what to expect either. It kind of feels that way for the next game too, which they'll probably be bad. Week 16, 1 o'clock, December 21st, Cleveland.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
will be a snow game. You hear me, Paul? That's going to be a snow game. You know it, right?
That's in Cleveland?
Yep. You know it's always going to be a snow game when we play Cleveland late in the year.
It's going to be the
snow or
Shedeur
ice.
Sanders
Snow or ice for sure. Yeah, snow or ice.
It's guaranteed.
It's been a while since we played them, though. We haven't played them in a long time.
I know. But generally, when we play them late in the season, over the history, it's always a snow game.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that one specifically in 07, where it was a blizzard and 9-6, I think was the score.
You couldn't even see it on TV.
Yeah.
And that was in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Is this one in Cleveland this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Going to see.
We're sure to have a weather.
We'll get to see Shedeur Sanders on the field. It'll be exciting.
Probably. At that point, probably.
T can wear his jersey.
The big one, week 17, 425, home, Eagles.
I'm surprised this is 425.
I'm surprised it's this late in the season.
Yeah. And plus Philly has, if we're going by the schedules that were released earlier today, I think the Phillies close out the season. Their last three is Washington, Buffalo, Washington.
Yikes.
Which is tough for them.
Yep.
Going to be tough for them. Those last three games, they got to be looking at that, just kind of holding their PBs.
And they're going to probably need those games. But they're going to for sure need those games for the division.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, because that division's always really tight, 1 through 4.
And like I said, you can flip the coin. It's always a different team every year wins that division.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the Eagles. I mean, but that could be the thing that stands in their way is the last three games. So
I'm being honest with you. If I put my money,
and it's away too. It's away
on the Commanders
for them.
I like the Commanders. I think Philly's got a tough schedule this year.
I told you, Washington's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, possibly though. And the last game of the season.
It's the
Which all comes down.
The New York Jets.
All comes down to this.
The New York Jets. TBD.
It'll be a Sunday game, 1:00 to end the season.
Yeah.
So it will not be on Saturday.
I'd be really upset if they made the last regular season game at Highmark anything other than a 1:00 game. It needs to be a 1:00 game. It needs to be something that's truly celebrated by this entire area. That stadium means a lot to a lot of people, and to have that on as a night game, I think you'd be cutting out a lot of opportunity for like kids to see the last game here. I mean, there's going to be another game or two.
Last regular season game.
Or 3, but the last regular season game, it's going to be an emotional game I know myself, I'm going to be emotional during that game because I'm just an emotional being. But, I remember being at the Odd for that last game against the Hartford Whalers in '96.
Yep.
And I wasn't expecting it to be like that. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like closing this place out in the regular season. I haven't been able to process it yet, and it's weird now that it's actually on the schedule.
Yeah,
and you know who you're playing now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fitting. It's against the Jets. I mean, how many Jets games in that stadium have been memorable? The one that easily comes to mind is when we won the division back in '87 or '88.
I got
tore down the goalpost.
I got a question for all three of you. Say that last game. We don't even need it, but it's the last game at the stadium. Do you play your starters?
Yes.
No.
You start them.
You start them.
You start. Yeah, Josh Allen gets his start, but then he sits. Playoffs are
play
more
them at most a quarter at most.
playoffs are more important.
No,
I
but let
say
me
one
question
drive.
you: do you try to win that game though?
Oh, you
No.
try to win,
No.
but you don't have
Honestly,
to
I
do it
don't
with all your
care.
starters.
No.
It'd be nice to win.
If it doesn't matter, no. Playoffs are more important.
I mean, if I remember correctly, when they closed down the audit was different. I think they were out of the playoffs that year.
Isn't that synonymous with
But
Buffalo
here's my
Sabres, though?
thing. I understand what you guys are saying, but we're also just talking from here. The players may even want to be like, yo, we want to make sure we win this one for the last regular season game.
It also depends on how important it is for the Jets. Like, are the Jets fighting for a spot?
Yeah.
The Jets are going to be fighting for the bottom seed at that point.
I think they'll too. So I think they're going to roll over just to get a higher pick. We thought that was going to be the case with New England, and look what happened last year. But they
That
lost
one
their
guy.
coach.
Who was the quarterback who went bananas in that game?
I can't even remember. It was the last game.
That one dude who went he was like nuts. He's not even on the team anymore, but he like went bananas and played out of his mind. Ah. All right. So that's the schedule. So guys, let's go through it and let's do picks and let's see where we get them. So I'm just gonna go around. We'll kind of do relative like lightning round here. If you want to give like a sentence, before or after, that's fine too. So I'll start at the top here. Week 1, Sunday night, Baltimore. Sean, go.
I think they lose. Baltimore is we're Kansas City to Baltimore in the regular season.
No,
I think we'll lose by a field goal.
false.
Okay. Paul.
Disagree 100%. It's a win. It's a win. It's a win. You're opening up the final season that we're at the stadium. You got Josh. It's Sunday night. That guy balls at night games. On night games, I don't care who the opponent is. The Bills are going to score more points. Easy.
All right, T.
I'm going with a win. Baltimore tends to kind of struggle early in the season. It takes a little while to get their footing. I mean, you guys heard about them extending Derrick Henry another 2 years, $25 million guaranteed.
Yeah, 15 a season, 25 guaranteed.
I don't understand what the investment is. The guys, any day now, the guy is going to be he's not going to be able to run the ball. He takes a beating in games. And at some point, it's going to be well before the two seasons. It may even be this season where he starts to slow down. And I just thought that was just a crazy investment by them. They could have just drafted another running back instead of investing that money into Derrick Henry like that. But I'm going to say a win.
Yeah, I agree. I think Baltimore, I love your point about Baltimore struggling early because they usually do. So I'm kind of very much preferring that this game is like right out the gate, right? Get that nonsense MVP conversation over with too as well here, because if it ends up being 2 guys at the end, I want Allen to have the head-to-head.
Yep.
So win. Okay, let's go. Reese, week 2 at Jets.
Oh, that's a win. That's a win. Josh almost just about owns that stadium too. He owns every stadium in the division. There's no stadium he goes to and he really, Jets once in a while, but we always win though. So I'm not worried about it. We win week 2. Jets still have no idea what they're doing, what's going on with their team and their quarterback situation. Give me the W.
All right. Paulie.
W, no comment.
Sean?
Easy win.
Okay. Week 3, Miami, Thursday night football at home. I'm going to start with Paul.
Win.
T?
Thursday night game, another thing, Josh is great at night games, standalone games in general.
And who's their daddy? Who is their daddy?
It even says it in Wikipedia.
That's right. Who is their daddy? Josh is their daddy. And literally, he owns that stadium. If there's any stadium in the league that he absolutely owns, it's a Dolphin stadium. I'm not worried about the game later on. We're gonna blow them out on that game. We're gonna blow them right out the water.
Sean?
Dominant win.
Yeah, I also agree here. I don't think it's going to be close. Week 4 home Saints. Sean?
It's going to be a win by a field goal.
Ooh, close. Reese?
Blowout win again. I mean, like the Saints are coming to Buffalo. I don't know if you knew that.
Game is going to be a blowout.
The Saints historically are one of the worst road organizations in all of football. They could barely play outside of that stadium, and they're going to tell me they're going to come to Buffalo in the fall, and we're going to struggle against them.
It's going to be a low-scoring game.
I'm going to say,
hey, Mike, can you write that down? Anyway, we can mark this down. They keep a track of the nonsense that comes out of this guy.
We're gonna do another one of these in early September for the Bills when it gets a little bit closer, when we see what the actual team looks like. So this is like very early win-loss, but I also am gonna say win here. I think we're gonna kill them. To your point, Paul, what do you got?
Win.
All right, Paul, say something to this guy.
Going into Week 5. Patriots, Sunday Night Football. I'm going to kick it over to Reese. Who do you got?
Oh, win. Early game against New England. Quarterback is still relatively new to the league. They got a bunch of new pieces on defense. Easy win. Lightweight.
Pink hair. Who do you got?
I don't know who you're talking to. Obviously isn't me. Paulie, you must be talking to you. I agree, win.
All right, and Pulley, who do you got?
I got Buffalo all day on this one. Vrabel concerns me a little bit, but I think they made that year. They made that move a year too late. They should have made that move last year, but for whatever reason they didn't. He's here now, and we're gonna have to deal with him twice a year. He makes me a little nervous, but I think Josh has got this. I don't think they have the firepower yet. I mean, they got Diggs, but
I am gonna say loss. And the reason I'm gonna say loss is because I don't think that they're gonna be, spoiler for the next one, I'm picking them to win. I don't think they're gonna be 6-0 going into the bye. That's my reason. They have to lose.
You're going to gamble for a loss during that 6 weeks with them.
Come to me first for the next game. Come to me first for the next game.
They have to. I feel like they're not going to go 6-0 going into the bye. In my thought process, looking at this, is they either lose the Baltimore game or the Patriots game, and I think they're going to lose the Patriots game. So yeah, I'm going to go loss, and then I'm going to shoot it over to, I think that we got the Patriots for everybody. Yeah, so I'm going to shoot it over to Paul for the Falcons game, Monday Night Football.
For once, Mike, I agree with you. They will not be 6-0 going into the bye. They will lose this game to the Falcons.
Wow!
Like I said, it just stacks up. They're going to be favored, and probably the week before, you may play this back and say, hey, I might change my mind, but my point is, it has the ingredients for that yearly Billsy type of loss.
Who did we lose to?
And I think it'll happen. What?
Who did we lose to last year?
We lost to
we
Baltimore.
Only lost
we lost to Baltimore, Houston, the Rams, and then the Patriots.
Patriots don't count because we didn't play our starters. So your theory sucks. We only lost the playoff teams last year. You think you're gonna choose a bottom team to be the upset team?
Are you talking to me or Paul? Because the Patriots are in my universe, the Patriots are making the playoffs.
Your universe needs to have different color sky then. There's no way two teams in our division makes the playoffs.
I disagree. I think the Patriots are going to be the 7th seed.
I agree with Mike. I agree with Mike.
Who do you expect to fall off?
Denver.
I haven't seen it all.
No, well, I'm sorry, not Denver.
Mama told me there are gonna be days like this.
I'm sorry, not Denver. Pittsburgh.
I told you about Pittsburgh.
Nope.
I never count them out. Never count those guys out.
You know what? I'm counting. No, you know what? Even if Pittsburgh goes 9-8, I don't think Pittsburgh's making the playoffs this year. They probably will go 9-8, but they're not going to make.
They have not been picked to make the playoffs for the last 4 seasons, and they make the playoffs every time.
All right, just hear me out on this one. Bills losing the Falcons. It's not going to hurt as much. It's not a conference game. It does have we do have common opponents that we'll be going up against, but
right.
I think it's going to hurt us a lot less. I think like I said, this is the one screaming at me as one of those games that we're all going to be like afterwards. What the fuck?
So
like that Rams game last year. Like the Rams game last year, we were all like, "What the fuck?" after that game.
But they're not a bad team.
I know they're not a bad. Neither is Atlanta. They're not a horrible team. There's worse teams in their division, believe it or not.
All right, we're getting.
We just went over this 2 weeks ago.
Sean, Atlanta.
Win.
Terrence, I'm assuming it's a win for you as well. Easy win.
That's right, baby.
Terrence thinks they're going undefeated. So
all right, so going into the bye,
is that a good thing this year? We're going undefeated now, Reese.
That's right, baby. I'm changing my mind.
You've officially lost your mind, Reese.
Listen, how often have I always been the one?
That's why I'm saying you have officially lost your mind.
I'm changing the way I think.
Lost it.
He's number one, all right. So going into the bye, week 7, Paul, you have them 5-1. Sean, you have them 5-1. Reese, you have them 6-0, and I have them 5-1. That's still pretty damn good. Coming out of
5-1.
Coming out of the bye at Carolina, let's kick it over to Sean, who's falling asleep.
I'm not falling asleep. It's a win.
Win.
Paul gives a win. Reese gives us a win. I also give us a win.
Honestly, there's no even point of even discussing that game.
No.
Yeah.
It's just like we got a 2-week bye this year.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay,
we could rest our starters. We could rest our starters and still win that game.
I think so too. Big one. Home, Kansas City. Let's start with Mr. Undefeated over here, Terrence Reese. What do you got for me, boss?
Why even ask? Loss.
There it is.
Loss. That's the first loss of the season. And again, I'm changing my mindset. I'm tired of beating them during the season, then losing in the playoffs. We're going to reverse it this year. We're going to lose them during the season, and we're going to beat them in the playoffs. There you go. Spoiler alert.
Loser mentality.
Let's kick it over to you, Paulie.
That's a win.
Oh, I like it. What do we got, Sean?
I agree with T. I think this is the year that it gets reversed and they lose during the regular season, but beat them in the playoffs.
But before you go, Mike, let me just say one more thing. We are getting 2 people back off of the suspension list that week.
We are.
Mm-hmm. No, we'll get him in the Carolina week, won't we? Because it's 6. Is it 6 or 8?
I think it's 8 weeks.
I don't remember what the rule is. What are they allowed to join the team 2 weeks before the suspension's up, or is it they got to wait 6 games?
I think they can come back right away.
Right. So if you know McDermott, they will not play in that first game back. He always gives them a week or 2 before they start them.
Yeah, that's probably some truth to that.
Because they're not going to be there for the whole season. He will not start them. You know how, and Paul, you know how it pisses me off when he does that. And you know he does it. He does it all the time.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and bitch about the coach. I may not mention him by name anymore, but I'll just call him the coach. I'm not going to sit here all season because it's not productive. I mean, he's not going anywhere.
No, it's not. All I'm saying is he could
totally bomb out this year and not make the playoffs, and he would still be our coach going into 26.
No. Are you saying that you don't want to bomb out on him? All I'm saying is that I know how he is with guys who haven't played. So he's not going to let them start that first week. He usually makes them sit a week or two to ramp them up. That's what I'm wondering is, can they get back at least practice 2 weeks before their suspension's up, and then they can start? But I don't think you can. I think you got to wait the full 6 weeks before you can rejoin the team.
I don't know. I don't I don't profess to know the answer to that.
Yeah, I don't actually know.
So I'm not gonna. But I mean, it's a possibility these guys come back that week and they're fired up. So Mike, you go with yours.
Well, they also they just put out the TV schedule here too. So you're right. This one is going to be a CBS game as well. So yeah, I'm gonna say loss. I think that I don't know. I don't have many losses on the schedule, and I just don't think that those are going to be like 15-2 or whatever, right? So I'm also kind of I think that this. I like your. I don't know if I agree with your logic, Reese. I actually don't think we're going to see them in the postseason this time around. I think that Kansas City is going to be an early exit this year in the postseason.
Really?
It's possible. Yep.
Yeah, I do too. Week 10, Miami at Miami. I think coming off of that Chiefs loss, I think we're going to curb stomp Miami and we're going to sweep them. So I am saying win. Kick it over to Paul.
I'm also saying sweep Miami. I don't see us losing there.
Oh yeah, that's a win. I mean, right after we lose to Kansas City, we're going to take it out on our kids.
We're going to take it out on our kids whether we win or lose in Kansas City. That's not going to have any bearing.
Yeah, yeah. Who do you got? Who do you
got? I'm sorry, not the guy. Well, go ahead, Sean.
When? Go ahead, T.
I got the rule here. Until the full length of their suspension is served. So they won't even come. They can't even play until after that week 6. So they're not going to see the field until.
Okay, one of those weeks is a bye. The other one is it's Carolina.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So they're not going to play next 6 game. They'll use the bye week as the first ramp up week, and then the week of practice for that next game against the Panthers.
Yeah, so they'll be in for the Chiefs game.
Let's go.
All right. Who did I get? I got Paul win against them. I didn't get. I didn't get pink hair. Pink hair Dolphins.
Win.
All right. Week 11. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Buffalo, and it is a 1:00 CBS game. Let's start with Sean.
I think it'll be a close win.
Okay. Reese.
Close win. I agree. That's going to be a tight game. It's going to be like a 24-21 or 26-21 type game. It's going to be a weird game. I can tell you that right now. Bills win, though.
Yeah. Pulley.
He's thinking. Watch as the bear is in slumber.
Tie. This team has not had a tie in 40 years?
Yeah, since the 60s.
We're gonna close out the Highmark era.
Oh no.
At least one tie.
It was 72, I think. I think it was 72 we had a tie. I think it was, Paul, was the last one.
Which was what, the first season?
No. 72. First season was what, 67, right?
No, the first season in Highmark.
Oh. No,
it was either 72 or 73.
So what do you got here, Paul? Win or tie?
Tie.
Okay. All right. Week 12.
I just wanted to make Daddy shake his head.
Week 12, Amazon Prime Thursday night football at Houston. I'm going to start with Mr. Ty.
Loss.
All right. Mr. Pink Hair.
Damn it! Stop referring to me as that. I'm going to agree with Paul, and I think it's a loss.
T.
On the road, tough game against Tampa Bay, probably. And it's Thursday night. I might have to agree with the loss. Their defense is like crazy. Their secondary, like they have the best secondary in the league. So I'm gonna say a loss.
This is going to be
Josh always seems to have problems there.
Yeah,
this is going to be the game of the season where the coaching costs us the game. We always have one a season, and this is going to be it.
I am going to disagree with you guys here. I think this is a revenge game. I think they're going to beat them. I think they're going to beat them handily. We seem to lose to Houston pretty regularly, and I think it's time for them. I think it's time for us to step up and smack them in the mouth a little bit. And I think we're gonna kill them, especially with the way we lost that game last year to them, like because of all of that nonsense with Stroud throwing 4 picks and like McDermott just shooting himself in the foot at the end of that game with like the time management crap and not knowing how to kick a punt at the end of that game. We should not have lost to Houston last year.
Yeah.
To your point, coaching cost us that game. I don't think it's going to happen.
Every season we have that point in the season where there's like kind of a shift in the media coverage and how the Bills are portrayed by the national sports media. And this is about the time of year that they all start turning away and turning their backs on the Bills and kind of writing them off for the rest of the season. And that's when things ramp up.
Yeah. All right. Week 13 at Pittsburgh. Let's kick it over to T. Coming off a loss.
Oh, that's a win. It's going to be a tough game because it's in Pittsburgh, but I think it's going to be a win.
Paul.
We're winning this by 30, I'm telling you.
I like
Mark it down. Mark it down.
Like it. Pink hair.
A low-scoring win.
I also agree. I think this is an easy win. Week 14, home, Bengals.
Paulie.
Overtime win.
I like it.
Ooh. Oh my goodness! I thought I was going to go differently.
Let's go to Sean for this one.
I think it's going to be a loss. The Bills always struggle. It seems like late season against Cincinnati, right as they're getting in their groove.
I said I was going to go against my normal thought process here. All right, so
this is going to be a Fox 425 game.
Fox,
we'll probably get Tom Brady for this one.
That's a Tom Brady game.
They must have paid handsomely for this game.
Oh, I bet.
Ah, man, that's a tough one, man. I mean, they haven't shown they can beat them yet.
Yeah.
Theoretically, this could get flexed
to a night game.
Yes.
It won't.
Or Monday. Monday.
Fox is going to pay a fortune for this. It's not going to get flexed. It's going to be America's game of the week.
It depends. There could be another NFC game that Fox wants to spotlight this week. That Fox will be like, okay, yeah, you could take the Bills, put them on Monday night. I don't know who's playing on Monday night this week. This Monday night game, but that Monday night game might be something that Fox would rather have, and ESPN would want Buffalo, Cincinnati, just because of the storyline.
This hurts. I'm going to say a loss. This slate of games is going to be rough. We got a lot of young players this year. This is usually the time of the season where the young players kind of start, feeling feeling beat up at this time. He's not used to playing this many games in a season. So I'm going to say a loss.
I also am going to say a loss. I think this is the one game of the season where we are going to get blown out. We always have one game every year where we lose by double digits, and I think it's going to be this one. Week 15, Patriots. I'll go first here. This is easy win coming off of that loss.
I agree.
Agreed.
Loss.
2 in a row. Wow.
How many losses do you have up there, Mr. Negative?
Yeah.
I think
Well, I'll give you guys the tally at the end. Cleveland, week 16.
That's a win.
Yeah, easy win.
But I expect inclement weather, so it's going to be like a low-scoring game.
I have the Bills rolling at this point, and honestly, I'm just calling it. I'm not predicting another loss for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think I agree with you as well, but I actually have them winning out after this too. But let's go to you two guys. The next game, Eagles at home.
Win.
I think we owe them one too, don't we?
Yeah, win.
See?
We owe them one, so I'm going to go with win.
Okay. Close out against the Jets.
Loss.
Win.
Win.
We won't need the game by this time.
Sean, you said win?
Yes.
But I just think the emotion in the building is going to be something that even a competitive Jets team wouldn't be able to stand.
All right, let's now
made
take
a commercial already.
Let's take a step back here now and look at who's going to have a realistic Buffalo Bills season here. Paul will not. Paul has them going 15-2. That is probably not going to happen.
No. 14-2-1.
Oh, that's right. 14-2-1. My bad. Pink Hair has them going to 11 and 1, 2, 3, 4. If I count 5 losses, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 5. That seems pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that. I mean, some of the games he chose, I could probably argue, but I mean, 12-5 can be reasonable.
T, you've got them going 13-4, and I've got them going 14-3. Actually, not one of us had the same thing here. That's really interesting. I kind of think, T, you're probably the closest to what the actuals is probably going to be.
Don't feed his ego.
We'll see. 15, I mean, let's be realistic. They're not going to tie, but like 15-2, that's the one.
Listen. No. I have them getting the 1 seed this year. They're getting the 1 seed this year. Because that's the one thing they haven't done yet. And I honestly, and I know we used to say this. We say this every year with Kansas City. During the drought, we would always say this about New England. This is the year they fall off a little bit. We just need them to fall off a little bit, not much. They can still win the division, but we need that 1.
I mean, this is the year to get the 1 seed.
The schedule. I mean, the schedule is absolutely phenomenal. You know, no matter where the games sit. You know, when I was looking at the away, our teams that we were playing and where, this is probably one of the easier schedules. Not easier, but favorable schedules opponent wise for the Bills in I can't remember how long.
There's not like a murderer's row of games in here, like at all. No. Like you do not play. I mean, your toughest games are Baltimore, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Philly, and they're very evenly spread out.
You get them once a month.
Yeah.
You get one of those games once a month.
Yeah, one hard game actually, you don't even get one in October. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So that's our predictions, guys, for the Buffalo Bills schedule. We're going to put it up in the comments. Let us know what you guys think. We are going to revisit this again to see where we actually think that this is going to end up when we get to September. We will do our final picks for the season at that point. We are, Mr. EO Sky over here, we are going to look at the rest of the league. We're going to do, our 32-part series here where we look at every team and pick them, and maybe we'll do a couple at a time because I don't think we have 32 weeks until the season starts. Thank God. So yeah, guys, that's the episode. As always, thank you so much for for everything, and hit us up with your comments down below. Let us know what you think, and as always, like and subscribe. Thank you so much. I've been Mike with 716 Sports Entertainment, joined by our special guest, Mr. Paulie B, Mr. T. Reese, and Mr. Sean O'Neill, Captain Panther. Thank you so much, and have a great evening. Go Bills.